Jessie J Collab for the price tag. How did that come together? How did that start?
I was just mad. I met Jessie up here, like literally in the Island building. Like, she was over here, and I remember on the same labels, but she'd come over here. She was doing her thing in America and that. And I just met her up here for about 2 minutes. Like, do you know what I mean? It was nice to see her. And I see her at O2, man, backstage at the O2. And we just started having a chat and that. Said we should get in studio. And then she hollered, man, said come down to studio, and I put a verse onto Price Tag. And yeah, she's just such a nice girl, man. Really pleased to be involved with what she's doing, because obviously she's blowing right now, man. Very talented, but tune Price Tag is a sick. I said before I was even on the tune, I like that tune, you know what I mean? And then I was lucky enough to put a verse on it.
Now for you, what have you had to sacrifice, like, because obviously now you're now a recognisable figure, you know, so what have you had to give up in order to get to where you are today?
I don't know, I suppose I ain't had to give up nothing really in that respect. I just do me, I try and stay grounded. I go studio, I do my thing, do you know what I mean? The only thing I do, I just have to keep a low profile sometimes, you know, as you said, like, I get dug out a lot of the time now. But that's good, people recognise me, that just shows that they get behind my music, man, do you know what I mean? They show love 99% of the time, so I'm just lucky in that respect.
Now your tour's about to start, so what can people expect from a Devlin tour?
We're going to be going to play all the music, do you know what I mean, of Blood, Sweat and Beers, like people have had a chance to buy the album now. We're going to come bring it to you live, man, and I'm going to bring there'll be a few special guests floating about, there'll be a lot of energy, do you know what I mean, and we have people like Getz, Criminal about, so really it's going to be a little family orientated tour, man. Should be a really good time, but a lot of energy, but that's what I'm saying.
With the likes of Twitter, do you find yourself having to give more of yourself as a person as opposed to music to your fans? Like, you have to keep interacting with them?
I suppose when you chat to people, do you know what I mean, they get ideas of how you are as a person, because all they hear is the music a lot of the time, do you know what I mean? So I suppose that interaction, just a normal conversation, people can get a sort of insight to what sort of person you're like, I suppose. It's good to interact with fans on that level.
Now I know before you used to be part of the movement, and obviously that's no longer. What was it that made that situation not be what it was supposed to be? Because at the time everyone was thinking, yeah, this is going to be like a great album. Everyone on the street, so to speak, wanted it. What stopped that from actually happening?
To me, it was never my boys, my crew. The people I've come up with are OT crew. They're my pals. Like Getz, I come up with him from day dot. But to me, that was just like we come together every so often, and we was the best at the time, best lyricists coming in. And it was just like we vibed off each other, like everyone stepped their game up. You know you can't spit a bad lyric if you got Wretch or Getz or Scorch coming in after you. So to me, it helped me up my levels really, but it was never a tight-knitted little thing, you know what I mean? We were real cool, real pals, but really Getz is from my side, but OT, that's my pals really. That was a collective who vibed off each other, man, and I definitely benefited me, because I knew I couldn't come second rate, you know what I mean?
Did your album actually exceed expectations? Like, you know, in terms of you charted decently with the type of music you're putting out, in terms of the singles, you've done well. Were you actually expecting those numbers, or did you think it was going to be higher, lower?
Do you know what I've learned over time, man? Expect nothing, work hard, do you know what I mean? And then things will make you happy along the way, like that. Brainwash winning at 31, I think that was my first single. To me, I was hoping for a top 60 or something, you know what I mean, or whatever, but that made me smile, obviously. Like, it's not a #1, but for me, releasing the music I'm releasing, as you said, it's different to what people have been releasing. It's not dance music, do you know what I mean? So for me, that's a good sign, man. We come back in with 15 for Let It Go, was it?
Yeah,
Runaway, we come in at 15, so Let It Go, pardon me, it's not even that. Losing the plot. But no, man, it's good signs. It shows the music's changing, people are getting behind real English UK music, do you know what I mean? So it's all good, it's a good time to be about.
Now moving on to Let It Go, now that video is pretty hot and steamy, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like you enjoyed it. But yeah, that song, is that you now really trying to say, okay, well, I've put out my album, I've put out, you know, music that's not necessarily mainstream, but this song here with Labrynth on the hook is more, you know, radio friendly. Is that you trying to, you know, move a bit more into the commercial aspect of things?
No, I suppose, like, do you know what I mean? You got to make popular music, man. Like, for everyone to relate to, not pop music, popular music, as long as it's respectable. And I'm going in on them verses. I'm spitting grime verses with the same flows I've been spitting on Rent since I was, do you know what I mean? Not the same flows, obviously they're different, but going in. But Labrynth just, do you know what I mean, mellows it down for the chorus a bit, makes it a bit nicer. But you gotta make altercations, you know what I mean? Like, but no, we're going in, mate. Do you know what I mean? I like that. I'm just doing music and enjoying it at the moment, not trying to scrutinise, and yeah, I'm just enjoying my music, man. It's a pleasure to get in with that.